runs where I've screwed that up. Not much, Cad, not much. Happy to be doing a morning stream and hanging out with you all. I think I targeted too early there. Let me have a look, what's it called? Chinese streaming service. It's like Twitch. Let's see, what's it called? Not MayPay, which is like beauty related stuff. Not that one either. That looks a bit more fucked up. Chinese streaming service like Twitch. What's it called? Yeah, it is called Douyu. There we go, I remember it. It's like massive. It's kind of like the Nico, I guess it's kind of like Nico. Or like Nico Video or something, but in China. Yeah, I love hanging out with you guys and just chilling, playing some games. I'll be on again later tonight, my time in Australia, because I've actually got, I've got Australia and New Zealand front page time. I've got Australia and New Zealand front page time tonight as well. Because of like raising money for the Starlight Foundation. Which is that charity thing that you see going on now. They gave me front page time last Wednesday for about 2 hours, and they're doing it again tonight for 2 hours, so be dope. I am keen. Lurks. I have a lurk command actually, Wizzy.
Hello.
I'm so tempted to like RGB mod my N64 as well, but that'll involve me having to get an open source scan converter to go with it. I would HDMI mod my N64 instead, because I have an upscaler that can take in that input. Well, actually, wouldn't need the upscaler actually. But if the HDMI mod's gonna cost a lot of money. I mean, going OSSC plus RGB route will also cost a lot of money, but the HDMI mod, if I installed it myself, it's gonna be a bit of a pain. And they're sold out, and I don't know when they'll be in stock again. Like, what you guys see is S-Video now, which isn't, like, too bad, but I definitely want capture quality from N64 to be a little bit... Like, Wii component capture is, like, crisp. And then as soon as I went back to N64, I'm like, ah, my eyes. I'm like, my eyes. Help. It's pretty crazy how fast time flies. Hey, Keto. Like, end of this year, I would have been streaming for 5 years. 30th of December, 2014. That's gonna be a pretty big month. I've been at this for 5 years. Look this up, but I wonder when Justin TV became like Twitch, or it started its gaming. They used to have like Justin TV gaming category and branched off Twitch. I wonder when that happened. I know there probably would have been a few streamers who came from Justin TV over to Twitch. 2009, wow. That's crazy to think. And if some streamers have been on the platform since then, still going, they would be nearly at the 10-year mark. 4 years. Yeah, sounds about right, Kaya. I know I was still living at home at the time, 4 years ago. Yeah, 2015. I was like balls deep in grad school at that point as well, so Sounds about right. All good, it's all. Really? Wow. That's crazy to think about, Kaya. You remember my mom? I'm still around. Like, whenever I go back home and I'm like streaming from there, she'll still pop down and say hello. And Papa Miko will sometimes bring well. I actually don't know, Bodo. 2007, I'd say? Could be earlier than that. I remember I used to only use Twitch to watch like the fighting game streams, like on Evo and like, you know, Next Level Battle Circuit and things like that. I never really thought about streaming myself until, yeah, late 2014. And I was like, hey, I want to try this. Also the only one that's never laughed. Wow, thanks, Kaya. Feels special, man. Thanks, Kaya. You're an absolute legend. Love having you around. It's crazy just to think how much has changed. Yet, how much people are like, all just hanging out with me here, watching me fuck up my runs. I'll tell you who else jinxed him, Kaya. Sometimes Ilium will, like, when she's in, every time she goes to the kitchen, my run dies. Like, somehow, like, she doesn't say I'm going to the kitchen, but, like, she'll come back and be like, are you serious? I just went to get some water and the run's dead. It's so funny. In, like, the last couple of months, every time she's going to the kitchen to get food, my run just gets absolutely destroyed. Then the one time she was like, I'm not going to the kitchen, I've got water prepared at PB. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, nope. Yeah, that was the run that made me want to like look into it as well, Bodo. I remember I found the run, like I found the YouTube video and I was like, I call bullshit. There's no way anyone can finish this game this fast. And I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. I went from disbelief to like awe. I was like, who the hell figured this shit out? And then I just wanted to look into it myself. And I still didn't really understand Twitch at the time. So I only just watched videos of like people's world records and PBs when they got uploaded to YouTube. And then I started like trying to catch streamers when they were live and things like that. I could never catch them though. The first person I ever watched live on Twitch to OOT was a guy called Tash. That was Christmas Eve. And he wasn't doing any percent or 100%, which were the only categories I'd heard about at the time. He was doing a category called, at the time it was called No RBA, /No Wrong Walk. Now it's No I Am, but... And I was kind of like, huh, there's actually different categories running this game. And then that's when it opened my mind, like, wow, so many categories in OOT, this is awesome. Ah, it's all good, Kaya. I know what speedrunning, you know what it's like. Some lose a lot, type of dealio. It's worth it, because the ones you do win feel pretty good. It has, Kaya. OOT has evolved. Ever since I got into it, like, so much has changed. For the better, in my opinion. It's made some categories like much more fun to run. Like when I started running like any percent, was like cac route was like the route to run. And when I started getting into it a little bit more, like RNG gim was a thing, and I was like, yeah, nah. I see you like I saw people do attempts, and I was just like, yeah, nah. I'll more than happily pass on this shit. And then when like current gim got found, I was like, ooh, this actually looks like something I can do. And it was hard. But then Forge made a clarification video that was like a year ago now, and I watched that, and that actually helped me learn the trick a little bit better. Thanks, Keto. It happens, Keto, like time zones and whatnot, and like my streaming schedule has been a little bit all over the place as well in the last year or so, Keto, because of like full-time work. Like these morning streams I do are quite rare. It's only when I take the day off work because I'm not feeling too good, or on a weekend, that I can stream at this hour. I'm normally still at my like normal, 8 PM to like 11 PM time slot, like my time. But even that's only like 3, at most 4 days a week now. Thanks, Kaya. Yeah, I'll admit my improvement has been slow compared to some other speedrunners that have recently got thrown into the mix. But it doesn't bother me too much. As long as I'm improving, I don't really mind the rate of improvement. Sometimes it bothers me where I'm like, I wish I could PB faster, but it's like, it's one of those things, like, you can force by practicing more, but then you gotta actually clutch it out in a run. There we go. Time zones do suck, Bodo, which is why I like doing these morning streams. I can, because I know this time slot is definitely more NA friendly. And I checked up, like, I rarely check my Twitch stats, but I was just curious one day to see like what statistics were. And interestingly, even though my normal time slot is still European friendly, like, I've been streaming at about my Australian nighttime for like 5 years. And even though that time slot is more European friendly, I looked at the statistics of like, where viewers come from, and the majority of them, I think about 48, almost majority, not quite, but like about 48% of my viewership is still from the North America region, even at the crazy DGen time that Kaya just said. It makes you think like, wow, like, that's pretty crazy to think about. Because I was talking to a streamer, and like, he went full time and he was planning it all out. And he said to me, he goes, Mika, if you ever go full time, keep in mind that like, even though you like your normal time slot, he said the North American audience is too good to pass up on. And he's right. And then after looking at the statistics, and then it reinforced that notion even more, that like, if you really want to grow your stream, given the nature of Twitch and its audience, you want to try capitalize on NA friendly times as much as you can. Like, you are opening, it's like opening a business. You are opening when everyone else is opening, but at least you're open during that time, that if someone walks by, they might be like, oh, that's a shop I don't see open at this time too often, or oh, that's a new shop I haven't seen open before, I may want to have a look. At least you're opening and you're giving people the opportunity to come in and have a look. But if you're like the one only shop that's open at like 4 o'clock in the morning, you'll cater to a very small portion of people. It's still a portion, but it's not as potentially good as opening at a time where a lot more are available, if that makes sense. That's how I see it. That's why I thought if I ever went full time again with streaming, like some days I would do know, some days I will do the 2 streams, like one in the morning and one at night, and other days where I've got commitments at night, I'll just do like one bigger stream in the morning. That's it, you know? Like, for example, if I had taken tomorrow off instead, I would have streamed from like, you know, 9 AM to like maybe 2 PM and like I'm done because I can't stream at night that time. But on days where I can stream at night, like today, I'll do like this morning one for 12 hours, take a break, and then come back in the evening my normal slot. That's probably how I would plan it if I went at it again. Yeah, Kaya, because I remember the first time I tried because I was out of work. I was trying to do the 2 streams every day, and I think that got a little bit tiring. I think mixing it up, like some days I do the 2 blocks broken up or like one big one. I think that would just add a little bit of variety. And then that way, you know, I still got my normal slot at night on Sunday, but hopes I capitalize on maybe a more NA friendly time like now. Plus, I really, really like streaming in the mornings because it gives me time to do stuff in the day later on. Like if I got other plans, I can be like, okay, well, you know, now I can go off and do some other things that need attending to. But I think in really, in order to grow my stream at this time, I need to start streaming more consistently at this time. Like I don't get to stream much at this hour, so kind of like people don't really know I'm live at this time. But you know, if the opportunity presented itself and time went forward, time always goes forward. If I had the chance again, that's probably how I would approach it. Be a little bit more smart about it. Yo, what's up, Arthur? Welcome back. Yeah, this MS time is actually pretty decent for me, and this is also sub 35 pace as well. Maybe it's because I skip Sheik so much, Kaya, that it's kind of like I miss her. I need her back, Kappa. I've had a few runs over the last week that have been sub 35 pace, so I know I can do it. I just need to string all of it together. This angle's a bit far over, so I'll can it. What's up, Sneaky? You're doing good, man. How are you? Oh my goodness, that was close. I wasn't sure where he was gonna be. It was like, hey, that music lesson you booked ages ago, Link, I need you to like pay for it now. Kappa. Oh, I targeted a little bit too early there. That's okay. Time to pay up, Link. Shouts to Arthur for teaching me that. Like, pulling a bomb shoot in front of Andrew in the face. Still saved like a second there. I'll take it. Had to get dinner, Sneaky. Nice. What's for dinner? She booked all these music lessons with her, Kaya, and then she's kind of like, well, you know, booked all these slots with me, but you never showed up, so like, what gives? Like, what gives? And you're like, I'm sorry. Not the cleanest I've done that Hess, but I'll take it. Corners you in the temp. She does. She's kind of like, all right, Link, you have to pay up now. You can't go anywhere. Ooh, I was a bit worried about that. I was like, did I pull that too early? Did I pull Chew and not too early? No pun intended. No pun intended. It's like, stop! Your puns, weakling. Okay, okay. I really need to learn that thing that Arthur mentioned as well. There's like a tiny little Hess you can do, like an up clip or something. Lost a little bit of time there, but that's okay. Just a little bit of time, not too much. Oh yeah, Arthur, this is the other place where I offered the angle change. That's the only other place besides Death Mountain Trail. I find switching really quickly there to be really scary. I need to practice it though. Hopefully we can get it eventually. Gives you like a better appreciation for, hey Kaya, see all this craziness, you're like, oh my goodness, what the hell's going on? I know why that worked. I think I either rolled too late or I wasn't holding ESS left properly. One of the two. This is one of those Hesses I didn't practice before in the warm-up session. So it's understandable why I'm fucking it up. Hopefully it won't cost too much time. Maybe like a little. But I can make it up hopefully in my attempt. Hard to tell. That's okay. Okay. Why that Hess? Yeah, now I'm wondering how that Hess screwed up. I thought I rolled at the same time I normally roll. Maybe I rolled a little bit later than normal. But I get a feeling it wasn't holding ESS. I actually lost the run like a week ago because I forgot to equip Tunic here. I always wait a little bit there because I know if you drop too early, drop near the stair, you'll drop near the ladder. I don't know how lenient that is, but I always just wait like half a second before I drop. I've seen Zudu go like super crazy fast, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, he drops like super crazy quick, and I'm like, how do you do that? Do that so quickly. Donkillers. He holds a direction up. Oh, that's the trick to it, Arthur. What direction do you normally hold after the drop? Yeah, I'm curious. Makes things a little bit more consistent. A little bit safer there. I got a little bit scared. I got spooked. For some reason, I always stop there on purpose because I remember at one point I used to target the wall and hold left and walk out. And sometimes I let go of target, but the left input would still be there, and then it overshoot, and then I look at Darunia. Ever since then, I've been so paranoid, I just wait like a tiny bit before I hold another direction again. I missed that in PB as well. Okay, cool. Ooh, okay. Fire Temple, okay so far. Got the Hess from the second key to the third keys. I guess we're getting used to that Hess a little bit. Shouts to Arthur for showing me how to do it. It's a really, really sick strat. And not as bad as I thought it was. I've seen some crazy Hesses that people do, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'll ever do that. And Arthur showed me that strat, and I was like, oh, that's actually not too bad at all. But I'm so keen to be like, I'm really enjoying my time with Ganonless now that we're starting to learn a few. But I'm really keen to move on from Ganonless, try my hand at MST again. Oof, okay. I'm keen to try the new MST route because of what is it? Collapse skip. I've never tried collapse skip before, but I heard it's okay. I wonder what tutorials I should watch. skip. When I want to. Look at that a little. Just in case I don't. Thinking what weakness if I want to try after. I want to try do the one that Arthur showed me just a bit. I want to try do something that I know works, but I have been known to screw it up from time to time. There. Thinking emoji. I'm just thinking what I want to do. Guess I should try Arthur's one. Doing the way that Arthur just showed me now is the exact same way as I normally. Just it's one less step I have to worry about. So if I like swivel my angle to like clip, this one is a guaranteed let go of target and clip. Which is good, because sometimes letting go of target and retargeting, I can sometimes drop ESS if I'm not careful. Alright. Let's go for it. Yeah, Jim, no, I was feeling a little bit crook this morning because of the badminton last night. Well, yesterday, all day, so I was feeling really, really tired. How are you, Jim? No, I hope you're doing well. Arthur said, keep holding target after you get hammer. Oh yeah, I need to watch more of Game of Thrones, Jim, no. I should have taken some extra damage from one of the other bomb chews, because this does mean that I'm going to have to wait a little bit of time before I side hop into the warp, but it's okay. I mean, I could risk it by unequipping Shin'en early, but I don't want to screw myself over completely and not have enough time, you know? We did it. We did it. 34. Let's go. We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh my goodness. Holy fuck. We did it. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. I hid my live split there. And I could see it in OBS. But I peeked up at like the last moment. Just to see. And I was like, holy crap. We're gonna do it. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. We did it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow. That was the goal, guys. 34. Part of me was thinking this could be the 34, but I didn't want to jinx it. Like, this could be it, but, you know, never say that it will happen because who the fuck knows, right? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that's done. I can put down Ganonless for a little bit. There's obviously a lot of time I can save on this run. Like, I missed the Hess to, like, what's his face? Who's the guy I'm trying to say? 3456. 3456. Ganonless. Oh man, I'm so glad that's done. Thanks, Arthur. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Kaya, Arthur, Drew, Jim, Gooda, Bodo, Zelo. Thanks, guys. I'm so glad that's done. Oh my goodness. I'll definitely come back to Ganonless at some point to improve this, but I'm happy with this for now. Everything went relatively well in this run. Like, towards... Like, in my last 3 splits, I was way ahead of the goal time. And I'm using Jam's splits here. So, in each of my Fire Temple splits, I was saving a little bit of time over him, which is good to know that all of my time save is actually in Bolero Skip and Hold R compared to the Jam, but everything else I think I played better than him, so I'm glad that worked out. It did, Arthur. I tried the, like, as soon as I got Hammer, I was thinking to myself, like, do I go for this? And I'm like, I have to go for it, you know. Balls to the walls.